Mr. Cappadocia, I think you're the 50. Go ahead, Giselle.
Ladies, what's the weirdest thing that you consistently find sexy or look for in a guy that no one would expect? Like, damn, I like me a sexy forehead, or I lose it between the knees for guys who played Dungeons and Dragons. No duplicate answers.
Yeah, we'll go around the table on this. Let's start over here. Go ahead.
Can I go last? Actually, I need to think.
You need to think? Sure, go ahead.
I don't know. That's such a hard question, I think. But I don't know, like, you know, like when certain people got that, like, crazy look to them. You know what I mean? Like when you just look at them and you just like be like, yeah, it looks a little crazy.
So you like criminals?
No, and they don't have to be criminals.
Oh, my bad.
It's just like, you know, you ever seen You look at Joe, he's got that like.
Who?
Joe.
The show You.
Netflix.
Where he's like a stalker. Like, I'm not saying I'm into stalkers, but he's like a stalker and he's got like that.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who?
I don't even
You?
know.
He's from a TV show.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's hard to explain.
So okay, but
So next.
you said he's a stalker.
Yeah, but I'm not into stalkers. Just like
But
those people that just like, you look at him and you're like, yeah, he looks a little crazy. I could vibe with it.
It's haram. But I mean, I've seen studies that women are attracted to a criminality component in men.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be like. There can be people that's not like a criminal and still
Sure.
be kind of.
Does that make you feel unsafe
You
though?
know? No. What do you? I think it's more like.
It's oh, go ahead.
More like. I mean, they would
It's
probably
excitement.
be like,
They're
yeah,
excited by it.
yeah, a little more excitement, but also like they are also the type that probably slap you around. You know?
Would you
I
ever
don't know.
do one of
Pa-
those
such
prison?
pathology. It's just-
Would you ever do one of those prison dating websites?
If he was really cute, yeah. But I mean,
would you literally go to the website and troll?
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to press that one. What the- Sorry, go ahead.
Would you literally troll through a website like that looking for a pen pal?
actually, I've actually looked on it because I've seen it on TikTok at one point.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I've seen it on one point that there was. So I was like, oh, you know, some of them are actually like really cute, but they're like serial killers or something. I can't even say it right.
So
but,
you're
know.
not okay with them being a serial killer?
I
What if
mean,
they just
like-
killed like one or
I
two
mean,
people?
if it was like a freak accident, that's different. But like if he had intentions, like I'm gonna go in there and,
Stop it.
you know,
Oh, sorry.
Get some help.
it's different.
No, okay. What was that? The TikTok girl, she had a boyfriend in prison, right? And she wanted to promote other dudes in prison.
I don't remember. It was just like, yeah, I think she has a man that's in prison. She's like, oh, how I found my husband that's in prison, like type of thing. And I just went and looked. Like,
What
I never
about
really.
that attracted you? Like, what about her TikTok page?
No, because it's kind of
Pat's
wild.
Corex donated $100. Bro, the chick in the purple looked like Lola Scumpy from Big Mouth.
What is
It just needed to be said. Big UPS to Boney Hawk.
Boney Hawk. What? Who is Lola Scumpy?
Bro, it's that girl. She'd be like, you seen that episode where she's like, I put sunscreen all over my butt cheeks. She's like this very like, fuck you for that. But you know.
Okay. Wait, so
I want to see her.
the other girls here, do you guys kind of agree with her? Like, it's kind of attractive if a guy's like a little fucking crazy or like a little
Toxic.
has a little toxic or a little bad boy or a little asshole. Is it attractive?
Well,
To
how
an
come,
extent.
A little felonious?
like, we can't really disagree or agree with her personal opinion. Like, do we share one? Maybe not, but we can't disagree or agree with her opinion. You know?
He's asking,
Well,
like,
I
would
mean,
you
semantics,
agree,
but-
like, with in yourself? Would you agree with her? Would you
No,
want the same
personally,
thing?
no.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, we have different people.
You,
so
Right.
By the way, reminder, guys, please speak into the microphones. Anybody, you were kind of shaking your head. Yes, I love
mean,
men who have committed felonies.
I'm not felonies. I don't do those no more. Like,
You don't.
I don't like nobody I can't go out the country with. Like, if you can't go to certain countries, I can't do that.
Have you had experience?
Like,
previous experience?
I've had
Have you dated a gangbanger?
He said, "Yo, girl, I'm a criminal."
Yeah, my ex.
Your ex was a gangbanger.
He wasn't a gangbanger, but he was. I definitely feel like he was trying to be something he wasn't, and that got him into more trouble than it.
Who here has dated a gangster? Kelly, or a drug dealer, or a scammer, or whatever the terms are. Show of hands.
Drug dealer, including like selling weed at college, and you didn't even.
No, like
selling cocaine and shit like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because there is like a subset of women that will like become pen pals with these men in prison and will marry them, and that's kind of an interesting pathology, I think. But
it's a TikTok thing. I think I know the girl that you're
Yeah.
talking about, and she is like, "Oh my God, I am so in love. It is so great having a husband."
Yeah.
And you read the comment section, these girls are like, "Oh my God, what a great idea!
Yeah.
You know exactly where your husband is at all times."
I mean,
and da-da-da.
I think it's different when you just like message them or something, but like getting in a whole relationship with somebody that you physically cannot see outside of a building, like that's different. I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah.
Why do men have to put on an act to be the bad boy to attract women, while women have to put on an act to be sweet and submissive to get a man?
Exactly.
Plays into
I mean-
male femininity and masculine roles.
Yeah.
But do you think that is genuine, or do you think it's an act?
It's an act for sure. Not everybody
usually.
is.
I wouldn't say it's an act because some men are just naturally masculine, some women are just naturally feminine. So
Are you able to, like, what signs do you look for to know if it's genuine?
just how they are as a person, like, you know, you can tell if he's trying to act hard and all of this blah blah blah, but then he's put in a situation where he needs to act hard and he doesn't do it. He doesn't act upon his words.
So going back to you, would you prefer someone who's genuinely crazy or someone who's just putting on an act?
No, someone that's genuinely like crazy.
Hey, we appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, like I like them like for real messed up, you know?
You want that unpredictability.
Yeah, I mean sometimes, yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean not really, but like
Until it's not cool.
spicy, you know?
Until it's not cool.
Yeah, until
Keeps
it's
it
not, but you
interesting.
know, you're just
You know
rolling
what?
dice.
You know what's interesting to me is women very often complain about men being jerks, men being assholes. Yet these are the types of men that they find themselves attracted to and choose. They choose them, and it's interesting to me that. I mean, it's just you don't see men like jumping. Like if I detect like any sort of criminality, or I detect like, and men want like calm, chill. Like we don't want, the last thing we want is that kind of energy in our lives. So it's just very interesting, the differences there. And I think one component of it is men who demonstrate a degree of criminality. I think it almost plays into like provider protector, like a man who's willing to basically break the law to do something. He, in some view, is more capable of providing for you because he's willing to bend the rules. And also there's a component of protection too, because I think criminality coincides with the violence, and men who are capable of violence are more attractive to women because women don't want to be with a guy who would not be prepared to protect them in some sort of situation where violence would be warranted. So that's just a very interesting thing to me. But let's move on from that. So we want to get everyone on this question really quick if you can. If you guys recall what the question was. Actually, before I pull that back up, chat's been dying for us to talk about body count. Yeah, dark triad. It's the dark triad, narcissism. Do you know what for the dark triad personality traits? It's narcissism, Machiavellianism. Can anyone in the chat help me? Narcissism, Machiavellianism, and what? The chat's been dying to ask about body count.